Hello everyone, welcome to channel Qtomation. Today we will see about git checkout command. So what is exactly git checkout command? Git checkout is used to switch branches or restore files in your working directory. By using git checkout, it also allows to navigate between different versions of your project. So once we see about branching, what are the branches, how to create the branches, how to navigate between the branches, all those things we can do via git checkout command. But that we will see in coming sessions. Related to branching and the checkout usage we will see in coming session. But today's session we will see one more use of git checkout command to discard unstaged changes of tracked files in working directory. So git checkout can be used to discard unstaged changes of tracked files in working directory. So just understand this statement. We can use git checkout to discard unstaged changes of tracked files in working directory. So let me explain you this example. So let's consider in working directory we have created one file, let's say abc.txt. Now this file is created in working directory and this file contains, let's say, apple and mango. This file we have created in working directory which contains abc.txt file, apple and mango as a content. Then let's say we have added that file from working directory to staging area and from staging area to local repository. So we have added and committed those files to staging area and local repository. Now this becomes a tracked file. So initially when it was only in working directory, it was untracked. But now after adding in staging area and local repo, this becomes tracked file. And by using git checkout command, we can discard unstaged changes of tracked files in working directory. So now let's say in the same file, I am adding some new content. I have added orange and pineapple. So we have added orange and pineapple in working directory file. And these changes are these changes are staged changes or unstaged changes? These are still not added into staging area. So that's why these two changes, adding of orange and pineapple only in working directory. It is not staged to indexed area. It is only present in working directory. So this file which is tracked file has some unstaged changes. There can be multiple files which can be having some unstaged changes. And I want to undo that changes. So let's say I want to restore that changes. I don't want that version of file to be present in working directory. I want to restore these changes. I want to remove these changes from working directory. So in that situation we can use git checkout command that will discard the unstaged changes of tracked files in working directory. So after using git checkout command, so we can use git checkout -- filename.txt. So once you execute this command, what will happen? This will revert abc.txt to its last committed version, discarding any local edits we have made. So whatever changes, local changes we have made, that will be discarded and it will be reverted to last committed version. So in that situation, what will happen? These two changes will be removed from working directory by using git checkout command and it will be reverted same as last committed version. So let's see practically by example how we can perform this activity by using git checkout command. And this will be applicable only for files which are tracked files. If you, let's say, create another file, let's say pqr.txt, but this file, if it is not tracked file, git checkout command will not be applicable to this file. It will not make any changes to this file if you use git checkout command on untracked files. So untracked files will remain unchanged. So this reverting local changes from the staged files we can do by using git checkout hyphen hyphen filename dot txt hyphen hyphen filename command. So this is the command which we can use. Now let's see one practical example for the same. So we will do the same thing. We will create one abc.txt file in our project in which we will add this content. Then we will add that file to staging area and local repo. Then we will add some new changes locally which we will not add to staging area, and we will use git checkout command to restore or undo those changes in working directory. So let's see how we can perform that activity. So I will just go to C drive in which we have already created my project. I am just opening this project which is empty currently. So I will just open git bash which is already opened here. So in this we can create the files directly as well. So I will just create by using touch abc.txt. It will create abc.txt file in my working directory. Now I want to add some content in that file. So how to add that content? By using vim command abc.txt. It will open the editor. Then we have to press I for insert mode. Once you press I, now we can add apple and mango as content. So we have added the content. Now we want to save this file. So for saving that file, we have to press escape key, colon, W, Q, exclamation. Press enter. The file is saved. And if I want to see the content of that file, we have to use cat command and the file name. So if you see cat abc.txt, that file contains apple and mango. So we have created this file in working directory. Now let's add that file to staging area. Git add abc.txt. It will add that file to staging area. And then, okay, so what is the error it is showing? It is showing not a Git repository. Why it is showing that error? Because we have just created the file, but we have not created Git repository yet. So we have to just create Git init to create empty Git repo, and now we can add the files. Git add, I can simply use dot. It will add all the files to staging area, and then we can use git commit hyphen m, let's say first commit. So this will commit that change to local repository. So now we have reached to this stage where we have created the file, added into staging area, and then we have also added that file into, committed that file into local repo. Now what I will do, in working directory file, I will add some more content. Let's say I am adding orange and pineapple. So how to add that content? Directly by using bash, by using vim command abc.txt. So it will open the editor. We want to add some content. So again press I. Then we can add orange and pineapple. And how to save the file? Escape, colon, WQ, exclamation and enter. It will save the file. So again, if I want to see that file, cat abc.txt. So what is the content? Apple, mango, orange and pineapple. So this is the content. Now what is the latest change we have done? So in working directory, if you see, orange and pineapple is the change which we have added. Now I want to remove that change from working directory. So by using git checkout command, let's say git checkout command and then file name git checkout abc.txt. And when you execute this file, now that changes are reverted from working directory. So how to check that? Again, if I use cat command, cat abc.txt file, it will only show you apple and mango. If you see, it is only showing you apple and mango, means these changes are removed from working directory. So this is how we can use git checkout command basically to undo the changes, or let's say to remove those changes and restore the file to previous committed version of itself. So those changes are removed now. So git checkout command we can use to discard local changes and revert the file to last committed version, discarding any local edits you have made. And also untracked files will remain unchanged. Now let's say in the same folder, what I will do, I will create one more new file. Let's create a new file. Let's say pqr.txt. And in this file also, let's add some content. Let's say I'm adding pineapple in that file. Save it, close it. But now this file is added only in working directory. So what we have done, we have added one file pqr.txt only in working directory, and in that we have added some content as well, that is pineapple. But this file we have not added yet into staging area. So this is untracked file. So if you try to use git checkout command on untracked file, so pqr.txt command on untracked file, if you try to use git checkout command, it will show you error because pqr.txt file did not match any file known to Git. Why it is showing this error? Because this file is not known to Git. This file is still present in working directory. It is not added into staging area. That's why it is showing did not match any file. So git checkout command to restore the changes in working directory is applicable only to staged files or tracked files. So we can use git checkout command to discard the unstaged changes of tracked files in working directory using git checkout. And it will not impact untracked files because they are only present in working directory and not in staging area. So this is about git checkout commands, one of the use. But git checkout command can be also used to create a new branch, to switch to a new branch, etc. And all these things we will see in coming sessions when we will learn about branching, what are the usage of branching, creation of new branches, switching the branches. In those sessions we will see about some more usage of git checkout command. So thank you for watching this video. In coming session we will see about git help command that we will see in next session.